The workplace is often a microcosm of life itself, filled with its own unique challenges, personalities, and circumstances. While it can be a place of growth, collaboration, and achievement, it can also be a breeding ground for stress, frustration, and discontent. Deadlines loom, office politics swirl, and the demands of balancing professional responsibilities with personal aspirations weigh heavily on the mind. In such an environment, Stoicism, a philosophy grounded in resilience, self-control, and the pursuit of virtue, offers a timeless guide for navigating the complexities of work life with clarity and grace. At the heart of Stoicism lies the concept of the dichotomy of control, a principle that can radically transform the way we approach challenges at work. According to Epictetus, some things are up to us and some things are not. This simple yet profound idea serves as a compass for prioritizing our mental and emotional energy. In the workplace, countless factors lie outside our control: the opinions of colleagues, unexpected policy changes, or the market forces that shape an industry. Yet, we often expend disproportionate effort attempting to influence these externalities, leaving ourselves drained and disheartened. Now, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button. Only 15% of my audience is currently subscribed, so if these insights resonate with you, I'd love for you to join our community and turn on the notification bell to stay updated. Consider the employee who obsesses over a poor performance review. They may replay the conversation in their mind, analyzing every word and imagining the potential fallout. In doing so, they entangle themselves in a web of anxiety over factors they cannot change: their manager's perception, the review's timing, or the criteria used. A Stoic approach, however, would redirect focus toward what is within their power: their response, their efforts to improve, and their attitude moving forward. By embracing this mindset, they reclaim their agency and free themselves from the paralysis of worry. This shift in focus does not mean complacency or a lack of ambition. On the contrary, Stoicism calls for a relentless pursuit of excellence in the areas we can influence. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, advised, "Do every act of your life as though it were the last act of your life." In the context of work, this translates to giving full attention to each task, no matter how mundane or seemingly insignificant. Whether drafting an email, preparing a presentation, or mentoring a junior colleague, a Stoic worker treats every responsibility as an opportunity to embody diligence and integrity. However, the workplace often tests our emotional resilience, challenging us to maintain composure amidst provocations and setbacks. The frustrations of a demanding boss, the sting of unkind remarks from a colleague, or the disappointment of a missed promotion can feel overwhelming. Yet Stoicism reminds us that these events only hold power over us if we allow them to. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Often the pain we experience stems not from the event itself, but from our interpretation of it. Take, for example, a scenario where a team member dismisses your idea in a meeting. The immediate impulse might be anger or indignation, accompanied by a flurry of assumptions. "They don't respect me," or "I'll never get credit for my contributions." A Stoic approach, however, encourages us to pause and reflect. Is the dismissal truly a reflection of your worth? Or might it stem from the other person's perspective, biases, or misunderstandings? By reframing the incident and detaching from emotional reactivity, you regain control over your response and maintain your equilibrium. Stoicism also equips us to navigate the relentless pace of modern work environments. In an age of constant connectivity, where emails, meetings, and notifications vie for our attention, the ability to prioritize and focus becomes a rare and valuable skill. Here, the Stoic practice of mindfulness, being fully present in each moment, proves indispensable. By dedicating undivided attention to the task at hand, we not only improve the quality of our work, but also reduce the mental clutter that contributes to stress. This practice extends beyond tasks to encompass our interactions with colleagues and superiors. In a heated discussion or tense negotiation, it is easy to become consumed by the desire to prevail or prove a point. Yet, a Stoic remembers the importance of listening actively and responding thoughtfully. Marcus Aurelius's counsel, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself," serves as a reminder to approach others with patience and understanding while holding ourselves accountable to high standards. The workplace is also a crucible for ambition, where the pursuit of promotions, recognition, and financial rewards drives much of our behavior. While there is nothing inherently wrong with striving for success, Stoicism warns against tying our happiness to external outcomes. Epictetus observed, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." In practical terms, this means finding fulfillment in the process rather than the result. Imagine a salesperson who pours their energy into meeting a quarterly target. They make every call, follow up diligently, and refine their pitch. Yet external factors, market conditions, client budgets, or a competitor's advantage prevent them from hitting their goal. A Stoic would view the effort itself as a success, recognizing that they acted virtuously by giving their best. By detaching from the outcome, they protect their sense of self-worth and resilience. This perspective also guards against the corrosive effects of envy, a common pitfall in competitive environments. When a colleague receives a promotion or praise, it can be tempting to compare ourselves unfavorably. Yet, Stoicism teaches us to celebrate others' successes without diminishing our own value. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By cultivating thoughts of goodwill and generosity, we foster a culture of mutual respect and collaboration. Despite its emphasis on individual responsibility, Stoicism recognizes the importance of community and interdependence. In the workplace, this translates to building relationships based on trust, empathy, and shared purpose. A Stoic employee or leader prioritizes open communication, fairness, and support for their team, recognizing that the success of the collective enhances the success of the individual. The practice of gratitude further reinforces this principle. By acknowledging the contributions of colleagues, expressing appreciation for opportunities, and valuing the resources at our disposal, we create an atmosphere of positivity and connection. Seneca's advice to be thankful for what you have serves as a reminder to focus on abundance rather than scarcity, fostering a mindset that attracts collaboration and goodwill. As we embark on this exploration of Stoicism's relevance to work life, it becomes clear that this ancient philosophy offers more than theoretical insights. It provides a practical framework for navigating challenges, cultivating resilience, and finding meaning in our professional endeavors. Through the principles of the dichotomy of control, emotional resilience, mindfulness, and community, Stoicism equips us to thrive not only as employees or leaders, but as individuals committed to living virtuously and purposefully. The workplace, much like life, is rife with relationships that can shape the course of our days, weeks, and even careers. From collaborative partnerships to strained rivalries, the dynamic interplay of personalities can enrich or drain our experiences. In this intricate web of interactions, Stoicism serves as a guide for cultivating healthy relationships and managing conflict with dignity and purpose. A cornerstone of Stoicism is its emphasis on understanding human nature. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil. While this reflection may seem pessimistic at first glance, it is, in fact, a powerful tool for preparing the mind. By acknowledging the flaws and fallibilities of those around us, we inoculate ourselves against disappointment and frustration. Instead of expecting perfection, we accept humanity as it is, and this acceptance becomes the foundation for equanimity. Consider the scenario of a team project in which one member consistently fails to meet deadlines. It is easy to grow irritated, attributing their behavior to laziness or disrespect. However, a Stoic approach encourages us to pause and ask, what might be motivating this behavior? Is the colleague overwhelmed, lacking clear instructions, or struggling with personal challenges? By seeking to understand rather than judge, we position ourselves to respond with empathy and effectiveness. This understanding does not imply passivity or tolerance of poor performance. Instead, it equips us to address issues constructively. For example, instead of confronting the tardy colleague with anger, we might approach them with curiosity. I've noticed some delays in your contributions. Is there anything you're struggling with, and how can we work together to resolve it? This method aligns with the Stoic principle of justice, treating others fairly and striving for mutual benefit. Stoicism also helps us navigate office politics, a common source of tension in professional environments. The allure of gossip, power struggles, and hidden agendas can be strong, drawing us into behaviors that compromise our integrity. Yet, the Stoic commitment to virtue offers a clear antidote. Epictetus advises, do not be carried away by appearances, but examine them by reason. When faced with the temptation to engage in gossip or underhanded tactics, we pause and ask, does this align with my values? Will it contribute to my growth or the well-being of others? In resisting these distractions, we cultivate a reputation for trustworthiness and principled conduct. Over time, this reputation becomes a source of quiet power, attracting collaborators who respect our integrity and avoiding the pitfalls of shallow alliances. Moreover, by focusing on our own conduct rather than the machinations of others, we conserve energy for pursuits that truly matter. The art of communication is another area where Stoicism shines. Words have immense power to build or break relationships, and the way we speak reflects the state of our inner selves. Marcus Aurelius's advice to be tolerant with others and strict with yourself serves as a reminder to approach conversations with patience, humility, and self-discipline. In practice, this means listening actively, choosing words carefully, and responding thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Imagine a situation where a colleague criticizes your work in a team meeting. The initial reaction might be defensiveness or retaliation, fueled by the sting of perceived injustice. However, a Stoic response would involve a moment of reflection. Is the criticism valid? If so, it offers an opportunity for improvement. If not, it reveals more about the critic's perspective than your own worth. By detaching from the emotional charge of the moment, you can address the situation with calm and clarity. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of intentions in communication. When engaging with others, we ask ourselves, is my goal to inform, persuade, or connect? Am I speaking out of anger, ego, or a genuine desire to contribute? This self-awareness helps us avoid the pitfalls of unnecessary conflict and fosters interactions rooted in mutual respect. Relationships at work are not confined to colleagues alone. They extend to interactions with clients, vendors, and superiors. In these dynamics, the principles of fairness and reciprocity become paramount. Seneca observed, "He who receives a benefit with gratitude repays the first installment on his debt." Expressing gratitude for others' efforts, whether it's a client's trust or a vendor's diligence, reinforces positive relationships and creates a foundation for enduring partnerships. However, not all relationships are harmonious, and conflicts are inevitable. Whether it's a disagreement over priorities, a clash of personalities, or a perceived slight, the ability to navigate conflict is a critical skill. Stoicism offers a powerful framework for managing these situations without compromising one's integrity. First, Stoicism teaches us to separate the action from the actor. When someone behaves poorly, we distinguish their behavior from their intrinsic worth as a human being. This perspective helps us avoid demonizing others and keeps our focus on addressing the issue rather than escalating personal animosities. For instance, if a colleague takes credit for your work, you might feel a surge of anger and betrayal. A Stoic approach would involve acknowledging the wrongness of the act while refraining from labeling the colleague as inherently bad. This detachment allows for a measured response, such as calmly clarifying the situation with the appropriate stakeholders. Second, Stoicism encourages us to view conflict as a test of our own character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." When provoked, the temptation to retaliate in kind can be strong, but Stoic wisdom reminds us that true strength lies in maintaining our principles. By refusing to mirror negativity, we not only preserve our dignity, but also set a powerful example for others. One of the most challenging aspects of workplace relationships is dealing with difficult personalities. Whether it's a micromanager, a chronic complainer, or a competitive rival, certain individuals can test our patience and resolve. Here, Stoicism's emphasis on compassion becomes a vital tool. By recognizing that everyone carries their own burdens and struggles, we soften the edges of our frustration and approach others with greater understanding. This compassion does not mean tolerating harmful behavior. Instead, it involves setting healthy boundaries while maintaining a spirit of goodwill. For example, if a micromanaging boss undermines your autonomy, a Stoic response might involve a candid yet respectful conversation. "I appreciate your guidance and want to ensure I'm meeting expectations. Can we agree on milestones that allow for more independence in my work?" This approach balances assertiveness with collaboration, fostering a more productive dynamic. Finally, Stoicism invites us to reflect on the transient nature of relationships and roles. In the grand scheme of life, the people we work with and the challenges we face are fleeting. This perspective helps us keep conflicts in context, recognizing that most workplace disagreements are temporary and unlikely to define our legacy. By focusing on the bigger picture, we navigate relationships with a sense of proportion and grace. The principles of Stoicism do not promise a workplace free of challenges, but they do offer a roadmap for thriving within it. By cultivating understanding, practicing ethical communication, and approaching conflicts with integrity, we build relationships that uplift rather than drain us. In doing so, we not only enhance our professional lives, but also grow as individuals, embodying the virtues that define a meaningful existence. For many, the workplace is not just a place to earn a living. It is also a significant arena for finding purpose and meaning. Yet it is precisely in this search for purpose that many of us become entangled in frustrations, disillusionment, and burnout. Stoicism, with its profound emphasis on aligning with what truly matters, provides a map to navigate the often overwhelming complexities of finding purpose and balance in work life. The Stoics viewed work not merely as a means of survival, but as an opportunity to contribute to the greater good. Marcus Aurelius observed, "What is your vocation? To be a good person." While this may seem abstract, It serves as a profound reminder that the essence of our work lies not in its external rewards, but in how it reflects our character and values. For the Stoic, the act of labor, whether mundane or grand, is imbued with meaning when approached with intention and virtue. Consider the employee who finds their job repetitive or uninspiring. They may perform routine tasks in data entry, customer service, or maintenance and feel disconnected from any larger purpose. In such situations, Stoicism challenges us to shift our focus. Rather than seeing the work itself as the source of meaning, we look to how we perform it. Are we diligent, patient, and thorough? Are we treating those around us with kindness and respect? By reframing work as an exercise in virtue, even the most routine tasks become opportunities for growth. Now, some exciting news. Our channel now offers a members club. By joining it, you'll unlock exclusive benefits, deeper content dives, and personal insights. Join us on this journey, and let's build a meaningful life together. And I also humbly ask you to leave a comment, as it helps my channel immensely. If you do not know what to comment, just write "better every day" so I know you reached this far. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Also, I've linked some books on Stoicism that helped me become the man I am today, and will also help you achieve a Stoic mindset. Stoicism also reminds us to keep our ambitions in check. While the pursuit of career goals can be fulfilling, excessive ambition, the relentless chase for promotions, prestige, or financial success, often leads to imbalance and dissatisfaction. Seneca warned against the dangers of overvaluing external achievements, observing, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This insight calls us to examine the true cost of our pursuits. Are we sacrificing relationships, health, or inner peace for goals that, once attained, may bring only fleeting satisfaction? To combat the risk of overextension, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-reflection and alignment with one's core values. Regularly pausing to ask, "Why am I doing this?" can help us discern whether our efforts are in service of meaningful objectives or merely driven by societal pressures and ego. For example, a manager might find themselves working late nights to impress superiors, neglecting family and personal well-being in the process. A Stoic perspective would encourage them to assess whether their sacrifices align with their deeper priorities and, if not, to recalibrate their efforts. Another crucial element of finding purpose in work is recognizing the impermanence of roles and circumstances. The Stoics were keenly aware of the transient nature of all things, a perspective that can be both humbling and liberating. Epictetus advised, "Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will, then your life will flow well." In the workplace, this mindset helps us adapt to change, whether it's a restructuring, a new job, or a career pivot. By accepting impermanence, we release ourselves from the fear of losing status or stability and instead embrace the opportunities that change can bring. For instance, consider a professional who has spent decades in a specific industry only to face redundancy due to technological advancements. While such a situation can be disheartening, Stoicism invites us to see it as an opportunity for reinvention. What new skills can be learned? What unexplored interests might lead to fulfilling work? By focusing on what remains within our control, our attitude, effort, and adaptability, we turn setbacks into stepping stones for growth. The practice of gratitude also plays a central role in finding balance at work. It is easy to become consumed by frustrations, a demanding boss, a lack of recognition, or the monotony of daily tasks. Yet, Stoicism teaches us to shift our perspective toward appreciation. Seneca's advice to "look at the good things you have" encourages us to acknowledge the resources, opportunities, and relationships that support us in our professional endeavors. By fostering a sense of gratitude, we cultivate contentment and resilience, even amidst challenges. Work-life balance, a perennial struggle for many, is another area where Stoicism offers valuable guidance. In our hyper-connected world, the boundaries between work and personal life have grown increasingly blurred. The pressure to be constantly available, answering emails late at night or sacrificing weekends for deadlines, often leads to burnout. Stoicism, however, emphasizes the importance of temperance or moderation in all aspects of life. By setting clear boundaries and honoring the need for rest and recreation, we preserve our energy and maintain our capacity for excellence. Imagine an entrepreneur who feels compelled to work 14-hour days, driven by the fear of falling behind competitors. While their dedication is admirable, such relentless exertion often comes at the expense of health and relationships. A Stoic approach would encourage them to adopt a more measured pace, recognizing that sustained effort over time is more effective than short bursts of overwork followed by exhaustion. As Epictetus reminds us, no great thing is created suddenly. Finding balance also involves cultivating activities outside of work that nourish the soul. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or engaging in physical exercise, these pursuits provide a counterbalance to professional demands. Stoicism views leisure not as idleness, but as an essential component of a well-rounded life. By prioritizing these moments, we recharge our minds and gain perspective on the relative importance of work. A critical aspect of Stoicism in the workplace is learning to let go of attachment to outcomes. While it is natural to set goals and strive for success, an overemphasis on results can lead to frustration and disillusionment when things don't go as planned. The Stoic concept of amor fati, or love of fate, encourages us to embrace whatever unfolds with grace and acceptance. This doesn't mean passivity. Rather, it involves giving our best effort while remaining detached from the ultimate outcome. For example, a product developer might pour months of effort into creating a new feature, only to see it fail in the market. While disappointment is understandable, a Stoic perspective would focus on the lessons learned and the pride of having worked diligently and creatively. By valuing the process over the result, we build resilience and a sense of fulfillment that external validation cannot shake. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of contributing to a greater purpose through work. This aligns with the modern concept of meaningful work, where individuals seek to make a positive impact on their communities, industries, or the world at large. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What we do now echoes in eternity," a sentiment that encourages us to consider the broader implications of our actions. Whether it's mentoring a colleague, creating a product that improves lives, or advocating for ethical practices, aligning our work with our values enhances both its significance and our satisfaction. In navigating the complexities of work life, Stoicism reminds us that we are not defined by our titles, salaries, or accolades, but by the virtues we embody in our daily actions. By practicing self-reflection, gratitude, balance, and purpose, we transform the workplace from a source of stress into a platform for personal and collective growth. This transformation not only enriches our professional lives, but also helps us live in alignment with the Stoic ideal of a life well lived. As we venture deeper into the practical applications of Stoicism in the workplace, we confront one of the most universally challenging aspects of professional life: dealing with setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. No career path is without its pitfalls, and no individual is immune to the frustrations of unmet expectations. Yet, within these trials lies the fertile ground for personal growth and wisdom. if approached with the right mindset. The Stoics, well acquainted with the unpredictability of life, regarded adversity not as a curse, but as an opportunity for self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius famously observed, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This perspective flips the traditional view of obstacles on its head. Rather than seeing challenges as barriers, Stoicism invites us to perceive them as catalysts for progress. Imagine a professional whose project is abruptly cancelled due to budget cuts. The initial reaction might be disappointment, frustration, or even anger. However, a Stoic approach reframes the situation. What lessons can be learned? How might this experience shape future efforts? Perhaps the cancelled project revealed inefficiencies that can now be addressed. Or perhaps it opens the door to explore new opportunities. By focusing on what can be gained rather than what is lost, we transform setbacks into stepping stones. Stoicism also provides tools for navigating failure with grace. Seneca's assertion that failure changes for the better, success for the worse, serves as a poignant reminder that failure often teaches lessons success cannot. When we succeed, it is easy to become complacent or overconfident. Failure, on the other hand, forces us to confront our weaknesses, refine our strategies, and deepen our resilience. This process, while uncomfortable, is integral to growth. Consider an entrepreneur who launches a startup that fails to gain traction. The financial loss and emotional toll can be devastating, but a Stoic perspective focuses on the experience gained. What market signals were missed? What leadership skills were honed? By treating failure as a teacher, the entrepreneur emerges stronger and more prepared for future endeavors. Central to the Stoic response to adversity is the concept of control. Epictetus's Dichotomy of Control, the distinction between what is within our power and what is not, guides us in managing setbacks. When faced with a challenge, we ask, what aspects of this situation can I influence? What must I accept? For example, an employee overlooked for a promotion cannot control the decision-making process, but can control their response, choosing to seek feedback, improve skills, or explore other opportunities. This shift in focus empowers us to act constructively rather than becoming mired in frustration. Resilience, a quality often associated with success, is deeply rooted in Stoic principles. The ability to bounce back from adversity is not a matter of avoiding pain, but of learning to endure it with fortitude. Seneca likened resilience to the strength of a warrior's shield, forged through repeated tests of endurance. In the workplace, resilience manifests as the ability to recover from setbacks, maintain composure under pressure, and persist in the face of challenges. Practical exercises such as premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, help cultivate resilience. This Stoic practice involves imagining potential difficulties and preparing the mind to face them calmly. For instance, before presenting a proposal, one might envision possible objections or criticisms. Rather than fearing these outcomes, the exercise conditions the mind to accept them as part of the process, reducing their emotional impact if they occur. Another powerful Stoic practice is journaling. By reflecting on daily experiences, we gain insight into our reactions and identify areas for improvement. For example, after a particularly stressful day at work, journaling might reveal patterns of thought or behavior that contribute to stress. Are we setting unrealistic expectations? Are we internalizing others' negativity? Through self-awareness, we gain the clarity needed to make constructive changes. Equally important in navigating adversity is maintaining perspective. The Stoics often use the concept of viewing from above to gain a broader outlook on life's challenges. By imagining oneself as a small part of a vast universe, the significance of any single setback diminishes. This practice fosters humility and helps us see our struggles in context, freeing us from the trap of self-pity. Imagine a professional who loses a high-profile client. While the immediate impact may feel catastrophic, a Stoic perspective would zoom out to consider the broader trajectory of their career. Is this loss truly career-defining, or is it a temporary setback? What new clients or opportunities might arise as a result? By shifting focus from the immediate problem to the bigger picture, we regain a sense of balance and hope. Stoicism also emphasizes the value of collaboration and seeking support during difficult times. While self-reliance is a core tenet, the Stoics acknowledge the importance of community. Seneca wrote, "We are waves of the same sea, leaves of the same tree, flowers of the same garden." In the workplace, this translates to leaning on colleagues, mentors, or networks for guidance and encouragement. Sharing burdens not only lightens them, but also strengthens relationships and fosters mutual growth. For instance, a manager facing a challenging team dynamic might seek advice from a trusted mentor or involve the team in finding solutions. By engaging others, the manager not only gains valuable insights, but also demonstrates humility and openness, qualities that inspire trust and collaboration. As we navigate adversity, the Stoic principle of gratitude becomes a powerful anchor. Even in the midst of challenges, there are always aspects of life worth appreciating. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is present, fostering a sense of abundance and resilience. For example, after a failed project, expressing gratitude for the team's effort and dedication reinforces a positive culture and motivates continued collaboration. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches us to embrace adversity as an integral part of life. Marcus Aurelius's reflection that the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing captures the essence of this mindset. Life's challenges are not obstacles to be avoided, but opportunities to develop strength, skill, and character. By approaching setbacks with resilience, perspective, and gratitude, we transform them into the building blocks of a fulfilling and meaningful work life. As this exploration of Stoicism for a better work life concludes, we are reminded that the principles of this ancient philosophy are not abstract ideals, but practical tools for navigating the complexities of modern professional life. Whether cultivating emotional resilience, building meaningful relationships, or finding purpose in our labor, Stoicism offers timeless wisdom for thriving in the workplace. By embodying its virtues, we not only enhance our careers, but also enrich our lives, leaving a legacy of integrity, growth, and purpose. Now, if any part of this message has been helpful to you, leave us your like and comment, helping the algorithm recommend it to someone who needs it at this time. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos, and if you look through the videos we've already uploaded, you're sure to find something to take with you. Have a good day.